cameras. There's just so many. You probably have at least 3 of them on the phone in your pocket. You'll find them in glasses, you'll find them in fridges, and if you stay in a rough enough hotel, you'll find them in the smoke alarm. Also, look, I'm doing the cool YouTuber thing of holding a lav mic for some reason. Please accept me. We live in a world now where you carry cameras in your pocket that would outperform even the most high-end equipment as little as 30 years ago. You can shoot auto-stabilizing 8K 120fps optically stabilized HDR video just from this rectangle. Basically, we're lucky, and sometimes we forget how lucky we are. These things are just in our pockets. And I know I'm stating the obvious here, but like, the camera's not even the main course, it's just an afterthought to the rectangle's main function. Even in living memory, you'd have to spend thousands on a camera just to end up with some grainy, shaky, underexposed mess. And it's only when you try and use that equipment that you realise just how lucky we have it nowadays. So that's where I got this idea from. I'm going to be trying to use some old, but not really that old in the grand scheme of things, video cameras, just to see how far mobile camera technology has come. And also to poke fun at shitty camera quality, because funny. So first off, I've got to rummage through my drawers and try and find some old cameras that are actually still usable. The main problem with old devices with lithium batteries is they either don't hold a charge anymore because they've been sat in a drawer for years, use some bullshit proprietary cable I'm never going to be able to find, or they suffer from spicy pillow syndrome where I won't even dare to try and charge them because the battery's inflated like a pillow, and even putting it on charge for a minute, I'm scared it'll burn my whole house down.
This is what it's supposed to be like. And then... I'm not turning that on.
Moving on from the IED 3GS, I really wanted to use this old Motorola that I found with its little VGA 0.3 megapixel potato cam.
Please don't blow up. Oh.
But the battery's so fried it won't even get past the charging screens.
I think I'm going to give up on the Motorola because it's just been saying charging battery for the best part of half an hour now. And assume if I unplug it... Oh, no, dead. Yeah, it's cooked.
So these are the cameras I found that I can actually charge and use. Starting with the iPhone 14 Pro to use as a benchmark that I'm actually filming this with, so that's represented by my crusty phone case. Next is a cracked iPhone 6. Not even that old and fresh with a new battery, so it's actually running pretty good. Then I've got my old iPod Nano 4th gen, which is running ancient iOS and with a battery life now of about 4.5 minutes. And I realised the big Apple prominence in this video, but the only non-Apple thing I had that would still work is this random BlackBerry Bold. I don't even know why I own this. And lastly, I've got my mum's old iPod Nano 5th gen, barely clinging on to life. And the fact this thing even has a camera is insane.
So yeah, this is my mum's old iPod, so this is her music library. If I remember, this thing actually has a speaker on it. Oh! That's coming out of this tiny little... The fact that that still works. I love this thing. Oh, there we go. Now it really is 2009. Wow. Oh, I'm so glad I got this working. There you go. You sit there and try and charge up a bit. Bless you, little iPod Nano. You're so 2000 and late. Oh.
I'm mostly excited to try out the iPod and the BlackBerry because the camera on the iPod is so goddamn small, it makes even the iPhone 6 camera look massive. As for the BlackBerry, I've never actually used one of these, so trying out a phone with a physical keyboard for the first time is an experience in of itself. So I mushed all of these into my pocket and I headed into London just to try and see what I could record with the worst camera that I own.
That's the front camera on both of them. Jesus. See, it's not like the 6 is bad, it's just, when you compare it, you're like, oh. So filming anything in winter past 4 o'clock in this country basically everything's going to be pitch black. So I'm heading somewhere with a bit more light. Hopefully then we'll get a proper see what all these cameras are like. The camera on this iPod is in such a shit place, I keep forgetting and I keep covering up with my finger. But yeah, this is Piccadilly Circus on an iPod Nano. You're welcome. See, despite the fact that this is an iPhone 6, I mean, it doesn't look good in the low lights at all by comparison, but it really don't look that bad. If you had nothing else and you wanted to record a video on this, then like why not? It's better than nothing. That looks so nice up there, holy fuck. iPod Touch, holding its own, still looks like shit. I feel like that's the thing I'm saying all the time with all of these. They all look like shit. It's kind of the reason I'm doing this. But this is the front camera. This isn't even the main camera. This is the shitty front one. And like, you can see what's going on. And that BlackBerry, I could be in any city. I could tell you I'm in London. I'm actually in Brussels. It doesn't matter with that BlackBerry. Shout outs, iPod Touch. Uh-oh, low battery. Fuck, low battery warning. Oh god. One thing I'm noticing when I'm looking back at these videos is like the audio quality ain't that bad. And that's kind of good because one of the most important things with making videos is audio over visual every day. And I can prove that with the help of this. This is a mic that I got for about £10 from Argos, maybe like 10 years ago. And it sounds like absolute arse. And this is why visual doesn't matter as much as audio. So if I make the camera quality look a bit naff and then just keep using the iPhone's mic, you can still hear what I'm saying. It doesn't take away from what's going on too much.
But then if I keep the camera quality at its normal resolution and speak into this microphone, you can see that it's way worse to deal with. So always prioritise your audio quality over your visual quality. Let's get a bit closer. How about that? How does that sound? Does that audio quality sound good?
Ah, the beautiful sights of the city. Wow, man. This is nice. Shout out to that guy for letting me film his shop. Because I felt a bit weird just pointing cameras at random people's stores without asking, so I asked him. He said he doesn't mind. He's actually using an iPhone 5S himself, which is kind of funny. But he loves it. So it goes to show, I guess, you don't need the latest and greatest, or what am I chatting? Alright, I think it's safe to say, if you could even see me, I think it's safe to say I found the worst camera I own. BlackBerry bold, bunch of numbers, and it's absolutely terrible. Alright, I'm trying this again on this phone, because I didn't know if you could see anything. Oh, smudge. I didn't know if you could... Oh, worse smudge. Jesus Christ. Oh, maybe that's just how the phone looks. Alright, fair enough. So I'm here at this thing. no idea what it is, but it tells the time apparently, and it's 10 o'clock, so trying to get the iPod to boot up in time, but no luck. Bong and all that. Yeah, cool. Piece of shit, you fucking piece of... There we go, now you fucking want to work. Oh, it's too wet to... Oh, man, everything's gone wrong. Oh, it's too... Oh, no, I've locked it. Shit! One bong on the iPod, please. Please. Yes, okay. Thames looks absolutely lovely. There's something about London in the dark that it just looks nicer. Alright, so for the way back, or at least the way back through the station for the time being, I'm going to be filming on the iPhone 14 and the BlackBerry, which I think is best to the worst. I'm going to play them back side by side as I'm walking through the station. So I have to tap my card with my phone at some point. We'll figure that out. Right, whatever, let's go.
Please keep your belongings safe. Pickpockets operate at this station.
Can I tap my card while I'm recording? Let's find out. Oh, I can. How is it? Alright, sweet. Jubilee line, let's go. Oh, this fucking sucks, man. So I survived, didn't get robbed, which, let's be honest, on a day like today, it would actually kind of be a blessing if I got robbed and either of these got taken off me. Yeah, down to the trains, on my way home. I hope anything coming off of this BlackBerry is at least a little bit watchable, because it looks like, from the viewfinder, what I'm seeing, it's just a black pixely mess of wank. I can't see anything. Mac Canary Wharf at the minute. I said last stop on the last bit, but this is really the last stop. I was going to film something inside the station, but I've got to get to Tesco in like 20 minutes before it shuts, because I'm thirsty, man. Jesus Christ.
The next stop is Stratford.
Oh, you listen, take it all with you. Please bring your baggage, including emotional baggage, children, pets, bicycles.
I'm glad I captured that. It's a shame it's on this shit thing. Shout out that guy.
Oh hey look, it's the conclusion bit. So, I'm not really sure what the point of this was. I think I just saw a really crappy old video filmed on an iPod one day and thought, that looks like a laugh. But it just goes to show, these cameras are barely getting bigger, they're still tiny, and yet the things that you can film out of a modern day smartphone versus something from even like 10 years ago, it's just ridiculous. So never take it for granted. Next time you're sat there recording a drunk 10-second video to share with your mates, do it on an iPod Nano instead. Alright, bye.